Meteorologist Teresa Carter alongside with meteorologist Kit Alexander. We've been watching these thunderstorms continuing to push in from the west, and we do have a severe thunderstorm warning to pass along. This is until 3:30. This is for southwestern Sullivan, east central Hawkins, northwestern Washington, and northeastern Greene County. These particular storms have had a history of producing very torrential rain as well as some gusty winds up to anywhere from about 50 to 60 miles per hour. So that's what we're looking at right now. And again, that is pushing off to the east at around 30 miles per hour. So I'm going to put a cone on here and let you know where exactly these storms are going to be moving into your area, because these are producing a lot of heavy rainfall. So let me go ahead and put this on here and show you exactly where this line is moving east at about 30 miles per hour. So about Tri-Cities about 3:15, Jonesboro about 3:10, so about another 7 minutes. Bristol about 3:37, looking into Hampton about 3:45, Roan Mountain about 4:03 p.m. and then into White Top about 4:39 p.m. Kit, go ahead and...
So yeah, to kind of touch base on some of what we've heard from the National Weather Service, the main impacts with these storms is going to be some damaging wind gusts, not so much in the way of tornadoes or really much in the way of some hail perhaps. The main threat with these storms is going to be damaging wind gusts and of course the localized downpours. So for this reason right here, we're looking at satellite and radar notice that we're seeing, well, it's kind of lit up like a Christmas tree. You see quite a bit of development off to the south and west, including parts of Scott County. Back into western parts of Sullivan County, there's a storm there just to the west of Kingsport. Some heavier rain here to the south and west. That will be moving in. And you notice here the severe thunderstorm warning itself includes areas to the southwest parts of Sullivan County, also include northwest parts of Washington County here, close to Fall Branch. So some torrential heavy areas of rain are likely to move through. This storm has continued to move off to the northeast, and meteorologist Teresa Carter there has the lightning strikes put up there. Number of strikes in the past 15 minutes, 106. So there's frequent cloud-to-ground lightning with this storm cell as it continues to race up to the north and east. Notice some heavy areas of rain to the west of Fall Branch. And then all of this is poised to continue to move to the northeast. Now, if it holds the same strength, eventually it'll be impacting areas towards Bluntbill and back towards Bristol. But right now, the storm's still well off to the southwest there. And we're monitoring some of these storms up to the north as well, back towards Richlands. You know, in the parts of Tazewell County there's a severe thunderstorm warning, also capable of producing wind gusts around 60 miles per hour or so. So that includes areas around Cedar Bluff, Claypool Hill, and also Richlands for up until about 3:30 there for your Friday evening. So
yeah, these storms, Kit, are moving off to the east at about 25 miles per hour. And like you were saying, the history of these thunderstorms, we're not looking at tornadoes. In fact, we're not even looking at so much hail. If you do receive hail, it's been very small. But what these storms are producing is very heavy rainfall. In fact, we do have a couple of our counties into North Carolina that's already under flash flood warnings because of that. So again, with the very strong winds as well as the heavy rainfall, this is the main thing, threats that we are looking at with these severe thunderstorms.
So we're also going to continue on Facebook Live here for as long as necessary, as long as it takes, until some of these showers and storms move through. Of course, stay up to date here, even on air. We'll keep you up to date if something else changes or if some more severe thunderstorm warnings are issued. But for now, we're going to go back to regular programming. Awesome. All right, so to our Facebook viewers, we're still monitoring this storm and still have that severe thunderstorm warning there for southwestern areas of Sullivan County, just to the south of Kingsport. And Teresa is monitoring this as well. We've got some heavy, well, we got a lot of lightning strikes there, just indicative that we've got some pretty good strong updrafts with some of these showers and storms. You see some of the heavier coverage here with some of the, well, a number of strikes there up to 103 in the past 15 minutes. So quite a bit of frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. Our main concern with this, however, is for some damaging wind gusts, upwards in maybe excess of 60 miles per hour. And also look at these downpours. So the brighter colors, the reds, the oranges, the yellows, That's indicating that we have some areas of heavy rainfall. Now, if this continues to hold steady, we'll eventually see it to move a little bit further to the north and east. And of course, parts of Watauga County, they're back towards Boone. They've been seeing rainfall rates upwards of 2 to 4 inches per an hour in Boone. So it's something we've also been monitoring. The mountains has been kind of getting hammered with some of these rainfall amounts right now. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, we have a flash flood warning that's in effect until about 8:30. At this time, this came out about half an hour ago. And in central Watauga County, they have already received 1.5 to 2.5 inches, expecting an additional 1 to 2 inches. So that's putting 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. We do need that rain. Not all at one time, though. So again, we have had reports. We've seen reports into Boone, where street flooding on King Street, as well as into Jefferson and Ashe County, North Carolina, street flooding and roads are closed. So again, this is what these storms are producing: extremely torrential rainfall, and of course those gusty winds as well.
So yeah, the scattered showers and storms have become kind of widespread in coverage. And well, the National Weather Service was also indicating that the storms would become more numerous as we went into the afternoon and the evening. Well, and hence that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Still numerous cloud to ground lightning strikes with these. So you combine all these cells together here, we're looking at 500 or so lightning strikes in the past 15 minutes. So definitely an incredible amount of lightning, heavy downpours. Also being indicated here by radar. You see some of the reds here showing up to the south and west of Davenport, parts of Dickinson County, to the southeast of Clintwood, not so much including there, but back towards Hayside, yeah, we're seeing some of those heavier showers. Some downpours are likely. Southern parts of Buchanan County there as well, we're seeing some of those showers and storms. And of course, the embedded lightning. You definitely won't miss out on that. We're definitely hearing some of that as well. This is all stretching back into St. Paul too, so if you live in the St. Paul community, at least south, mainly south of St. Paul, you're going to see some heavier amounts of rain there as well. And all of this, for the most part, like you mentioned, Teresa, most of these storms are continuing to move off to the east.
Yeah, they're moving off to the east, anywhere from about 25 to 30 miles per hour. Tazewell County has that severe thunderstorm warning that's remaining in effect until about 3:30. And then we also have the severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect until 3:30 as well for Hawkins, Sullivan, Greene, and Washington counties. So we've actually seen these lightning strikes up to close to 600, and that was maybe about an hour ago that we were seeing that. Otherwise, they are kind of fluctuating, but regardless, a lot of lightning associated with these, as well as torrential rainfall, and also some very gusty winds. I've seen anywhere from 40 to up to 60 miles per hour, especially in the Warren storm. We're seeing about 60 miles per hour. So these storms are strong to severe, and they are making a name for itself as far as bringing a lot of much needed rain across the area.
Yeah, so that severe thunderstorm warning still has the capability of producing 60-mile-an-hour gusts here, mainly in this zone right in here, especially where you see some of these brighter colors where we have the heavier areas of rain. Well, some of the stronger wind gusts kind of located in this zone as well. Not that we couldn't have some sporadic, downburst around in these parts of the warning as well. This continues to move off to the east. So even in some of the strong thunderstorms, not even technically severe thunderstorms, but just the strong thunderstorms, we could still see some wind gusts upwards of 50 as we've been monitoring here on radar. So as this continues to move off to the east, eventually it will be impacting areas like around Gray. Well, it's going through Gray right now. Eventually it'll be moving towards the east, towards Piney Flats, eventually maybe even into Bluff City. So we'll give you kind of a time frame here. Here's a general time frame for the Tri-Cities. About 3:11 in the evening here. Well, that is right now. It's impacting us currently. Piney Flats around 3:20, and this is a general estimate, but it looks like 3:26 around Bluff City, Elizabethton around 3:32 p.m., and eventually to Hampton by about 3:36. And that's assuming, too, that it continues to roll in at the same strength. We've seen a shower and thunderstorm that moved into Sullivan County a little bit earlier that did kind of weaken, but we are assuming that this will continue to move off to the east at the same strength, even if not. I mean, we'll still likely see some wind gusts, some sporadic wind gusts with this. And of course, this line up here to southwest Virginia as well, we're seeing some heavier, some frequent cloud to ground lightning up there towards the north and west. And of course, heavier areas of rain there back towards St. Paul and Castlewood.
Yeah, Brumley Gap right now is receiving or has been over the past 15-20 minutes receiving some heavy rainfall. Strong thunderstorm, not severe, but certainly it is packing a punch with the gusty winds and the heavy downpours. We've been watching the radar over the last couple of hours. Some of these storms that looked like it was going to move in right into Bristol area. It was pretty heavy over Bluntville, but then by the time it moved more into Bristol area, it really kind of fizzled out. So these storms are kind of pulsing up and down, so to speak, kind of fizzling out, but then all of a sudden you get a little bit of a cell and it pops right back up. And this is what we're seeing over the last couple of hours. So yeah, we're going to continue that severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 7 p.m. I will say this, though, as this line of thunderstorms moves off to the east, and it looks like it's kind of more rapidly now than what it was. It's kind of moving in maybe an hour or two before we anticipated it to, or at least even early this morning, as it was indicating by the future radar. But behind this line right now, from Jenkins, Pikeville, all the way down to Jonesville and Kingsport area, once this line moves through, I think that's going to be just about it, because we have already seen the National Weather Service go ahead and cancel the severe thunderstorm watch that was in effect for the southeastern Kentucky county. So again, once this line moves through, we should be a-okay as far as severe thunderstorms.
Yeah, and what it looks like too, a lot of times when we get these thunderstorms really bubbling up like they are currently, well, it starts to kind of cool the atmosphere back off. We see some of that rain-cooled air, and well, it actually seeks to stabilize the atmosphere. So it looks like, at least beyond this zone here, notice as you go towards the west, back into Lee County and, well, points west, it's mainly just light rain. And so the thinking is, at least, well, through much of the evening after this line moves through, I mean, there is at least some model indication we could even see some breaks in the overcast again as we go into the evening hours. Something else we'll have to monitor because, well, the sun continues to heat up the atmosphere, and, well, here comes the destabilization taking place yet again. But anyway, currently, though, we're still dealing with those heavier areas of rain there, parts of Scott County, and, of course, all the way down to the Tri-Cities, into Kingsport, and just mainly to the north and east of Bayleton, but it's something we'll definitely be monitoring as we go through the next couple hours.
Yeah, I did see on Facebook someone made a post saying that Gate City, it was torrential rainfall, and yes, it has been over the past 45 minutes or so at least, and also into Kingsport and Fall Branch, and now again it's moving off to the east, so Bluntville area as well as Bristol will be seeing this line of thunderstorms.
That's certainly true. Well, for now, I guess we are going to go ahead and take a break here from the stream. We will chime back in, though, if things actually warrant or if it gets a little bit worse. And some of those questions, go ahead and if you have any questions about your hometown or if some of these showers and storms are going to impact you, go ahead and put them in the questions section there. We'll try to get to those questions, give you some answers. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. StormTrack meteorologist Kate Alexander. Also joined with Teresa Carter, thanking her for working hard on this as well. And we will keep y'all updated.
All right.